everyone, I'm Ashley Postaway, and welcome back to Anything But Bland podcast, where we talk about business, community, and everything in between. This is the Bland & Associates podcast, and I got my co-host with me.
Hi, guys. I'm Kailey Ruskowski, and I am the co-host of the Anything But Bland podcast. And today, we are delighted to welcome our HR director, Megan Geissinger, to the podcast. Hi, Megan.
Hi.
Yay. This is not Megan's first rodeo on the podcast. You might find her on an episode or two in season 1. We're so excited to have her on an episode here in season 2. And for those that might not be familiar with Megan, she's been with our company for over 4 years and has played a very pivotal role in shaping our HR policies and taking on many important initiatives in the firm. Some of those we'll cover today. And so today's episode, we'll probably just have like a whole series with Megan, honestly, 10 different episodes with all the different things Megan does. But today we will focus on core values, which is extremely important to our firm, and a lot of time and effort goes into identifying those and ensuring that we're carrying those out. And so that's what today's topic will cover. So, Megan, welcome.
Thank you.
Tell us, one thing we like to ask our guest is, what can we find you doing outside of work?
Well, I am a wife and mom, so I have a 14-year-old son and a 10-year-old daughter, so they keep us busy. Yeah. But when I'm not, running around with them to their activities, I like to spend time with my mom and sister who live here in town. So
that's so nice to have family in town.
Yeah, that's great.
Well, good. Thank you for being here. So today we're just going to ask you a few questions. The first question I have for you is, can you tell us about the process of developing the core values? Maybe what went into it? Anything else extra that you want to add to that?
Sure. Well, I think, our core value process has been a long time coming. I think that, now what we have published out there, the 4 core values that we have published, I think were always our core values. Mm-hmm. But it was just, going through the process of talking with multiple employee groups at the firm. So we kind of divided it out and got, at Bland, we like to get thoughts and opinions on pretty much anything that we want to implement. And so core values was one of those things. And so working with those different groups to get their thoughts and, what those core values should be, and then narrowing it down to, what came up the most or what was the most prevalent. Mm-hmm. And the 4 that we have definitely rose to the top, I guess you would say, in those different activities. And then it was really just coming down to how do we want to publish it, and, what do we want our behaviors behind those core values to look like, and how to roll it out to the firm.
Right. Yeah. No, that's good. I think just kind of with the history of the firm for a long time, we have our mission statement, obviously, but it's a little bit lengthy. I don't know, a couple sentences, which is hard to memorize. And so I think one cool thing about just identifying these 4 words of our values is they're very easy to memorize, and then that just makes it easy to actually observe in our daily lives. And so I think that was a really cool thing that we did, and making sure that it's just easy to know what they are.
Right. And it was important for us to make sure that those 4 circled back to our mission statement. Mm-hmm. And, we don't just serve our clients, we serve our internal, coworkers, and then our community as well. And so, those 4 core values, when you look at them, you can come up with examples of how, we're supporting all 3 of those aspects of our mission statement. So.
Yeah. And if you're wondering what those 4 core values are, it's teamwork, commitment, passion, and integrity. So we like to live those every day through our Bland lives, our personal lives, in the community, at work, with clients. Mm-hmm. So that's just, a little bit of how we try to use those daily.
Yeah. Yes. So Megan, can you list off some different ways that we try to make people aware of those core values?
Yeah, so I think, first and foremost, when we have a new employee starting at the firm, I review the core values with them as part of their onboarding process. We have a couple of documents that we provide to them that not only do I go over with them, but then it's also within our HR system that they can access at any time. so that's really my role, is going over those with them when they come on board. And then I think we'll talk about some other ways here soon as to how we live those core values. So it's just a set reminder. Ashley also does some things that helps people keep them top of mind, I guess you could say.
Well, we kind of worked on it together. But basically, we had those, the wireless chargers that you put up. You know, you can set your phone on to charge all day. And it has the 4 core values and our mission statement on it. So it's like always in front of them, whether they're at the office or at home, on their nightstand, wherever they charge their phone, like it's there and they can see it in front of them and, you know, live it every day to their fullest.
Well, and I think too, you know, we try to bring up the core values in meetings, or when we do our all firm meetings, which we do like 3 times a year. That's always a topic in our firm meeting, is the core values. And so just, you know, what you talk about, you know, stays top of mind. And so it's just remembering to do that and stay focused on it.
For sure.
Okay, so then I know this is where we were getting to. Can you tell us a little bit about our Bamboo system?
Sure. So Bamboo is our HRIS system, so our human resources system that we implemented probably, 3-ish years ago, 3.5 years ago. And it really is, you know, an all-encompassing HR system. So we use it for, you know, onboarding when somebody comes along. Even before that, we use it for setting up interviews and tracking our candidates within the system, you know, sending offer letters, all of those things. And then, you know, it really kind of follows the employee through their whole employee life cycle. So onboarding and document management. So any sort of documents they need to complete. Same with, you know, current employees, using that to house their documents that they sign, whether it's benefit documents or, you know, internal policies that they sign, things like that. And then, you know, we also use it, like I said, it's a document housing for all HR documents. So, you know, the core value documents and those kinds of things are held within Bamboo. And then we also use it for, you know, when someone leaves, we use it for offboarding them and making sure everything gets taken care of that needs to get taken care of. So,
yeah. I think one of the features I think is really cool within the Bamboo is the evaluations and soliciting feedback. Oh, yeah. And so that happens quarterly or more frequently if desired. But one of the questions that can be pushed out to others or to yourself, even for your self-assessment, is give an example of living out the core values and not only recognizing in others when they exhibit the core values, but in yourself and having an awareness of what you're doing. And so I always love reading those from the people that I work with. And to Megan's earlier point of our all staff meetings, you know, because we're a pretty large firm, and so we all don't get to work together. And so then in the all staff meeting, usually our managing partner will go through different examples that have been submitted to him of how people have lived out those values. And it's really fun to hear and makes you proud of your coworkers. And
that question we decided to put in with the quarterly assessment, again, to keep the core values top of mind and be continuously talking about them. And so that was added when we, you know, published those 4 core values. So I think that's important, just to keep people talking.
Yeah, absolutely. And so another way that we keep people talking about this is my favorite thing. So I suppose we save the best question for last. For sure. Is we have recently started using a system called Nectar. And I guess recent is a relative term, but tell us a little bit, Megan, about Nectar.
Yeah, so Nectar, we implemented it last July, I believe. So Nectar really came it stemmed from, we do an employee engagement survey every year with our staff, and that's really important to us, and we do a lot of initiatives around that, what comes from that survey. And one question that we always seem to struggle with a bit is, do we have a non-monetary reward system? And so with going, you know, hybrid in the last year or so, and also, you know, wanting to address that question and scores on that question, we decided to look for a platform we could use to, you know, up that, I guess. And so Nectar is a recognition system. It's very similar to a social media platform like Facebook or Instagram or whatever, feed like that. And so, you know, we can utilize it to shout out our coworkers when they're living one of our core values. And so I think that people have really enjoyed it. We give out points to, so I can give Kailey points for, helping me with a project or whatever it might be. And then our employees can then turn around and use those points for rewards. So, gift cards or Amazon purchases or, all kinds of bland swag stuff.
Like anything, literally anything. Yes.
Yeah. So I think, it's really helped being able to provide real time, not only feedback, but, kudos to, our fellow employees. And so, you don't have to wait till that quarterly assessment to say, hey, thank you for doing that. I can do it right here, right now. And,
and at the end, it says like hashtag passionate or hashtag
one of the core values.
Exactly. So you can see.
And then also our staff advisory board, which is a group we have at the firm, then utilizes those shout outs to reward their quarterly award that they do from SAB. So it's used in multiple ways. We can do challenges within the system. If we have something like our employee engagement survey or our DEI assessment, we can give a little incentive for people to complete those. So yeah, we use it in a lot of different ways, and I think it's been really well received.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. All these different programs that we have or platforms that we have, Bamboo, Nectar, I'm sure there's a few others that I'm missing, kind of just helps the employees feel a part of Bland and what they do or part of the team, and then us being able to see what others are doing to be a part of, our core values and living those, as well as like doing it in our daily work with our clients and whatnot. It's just kind of nice to see how it goes full circle. On these platforms.
Yeah, so, I think Nectar is helpful in what you just said, because we don't work with everyone every day. Right. And so when you see those shout outs, you're like, oh, like,
great
that's
job.
Cool. Or, whatever.
Shoot an IM or an email. Great job.
Yeah. Because then you can also like or comment on the different posts that are up there. So I do think it just helps to keep, the different departments interacting, and
it has like birthdays and anniversaries too, so it's kind of nice, like you do on Facebook or any other platform, someone's birthday with a celebration, you can heart it and say happy birthday back. It's kind of a good feeling to get it.
Yourself something special. So what was I gonna say? I had one other thing. You can also use GIFs.
Yes,
so that is
it makes people laugh for sure.
Yes, truly, just like how can we replicate social media, which we're all like avid users of, and most people are. So I think that's also what made the implementation so easy, and everyone just adopted the use of it so quickly, is because it just looks like something that all of us probably use already.
Super user friendly, which is appreciated.
So another funny thing is, so you can order merch on there, and so they have all these different like sweatshirts and T-shirts and koozies and cups and all the things. And so you'll see like your coworker walking around with like a cute sweatshirt. Chloe has a cute sweatshirt, or Anna had this cute.
Hillary has a Bland blanket.
Nice, yes. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna go in there and redeem some points. And I don't know what got in my mind, but I should have worn it today. I will wear it next episode. But, oversized sweatshirts are cool. So I was like, I'm going to get an oversized sweatshirt. And I always just wear like black. So I'm like, nope, not this year. I'm going to get fuchsia.
Yes.
So I got this like large fuchsia sweatshirt that just says like Bland and Associates. So
straight across the front.
Yes. And I just feel like I will be a walking billboard.
Oh my gosh.
I will be at Target or somewhere, and people are just going to be like, wow, what is she representing?
She really likes where she
works. So
we do.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
I will keep everyone posted on how it works out. I'm upset I didn't wear it today, but it's so cool. Like, I think that's awesome, making it so accessible for people to like use these points to also then get our swag and wear that all around town and show they're proud, to work at Bland. And so
I like how it's all different. Like sometimes people get the same thing because like you got it, so now I'm gonna want that sweatshirt in a different color, maybe.
Yes, exactly.
But then you just like, where'd you get that? Oh, I got it off, Nectar, or we ordered it, whatever. But it's just nice to see all the different Bland swag or merch around.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you, Megan. We're glad to have you here. We'll probably have you back again about some other topic. All All right. Well, if you want to know more about us at Bland, you can visit us at blandcpa.com or any of our social tags. You can find us on IG or Instagram at Bland Accounting. And then if you could also rate and review the podcast on whichever app you use to listen to podcasts, we would also greatly appreciate it. I guess if you share or tag us on Instagram, you can get entered to win different Bland swag or merch that we have. And then if you review us and it's not a name that like says your name and we can't contact you, you can email me. My email's in the show notes of the podcast, or DM us on Instagram and let me know that you did that so that we can enter you into that drawing.
Yes, we want to get that stuff out to the listeners. So yes, thank you so much to everyone that tuned in today. At Bland, our culture, I think, is something that is just very, very important to us, and a large component of that is core values. And so hopefully hearing us talk about our firm and how we identified our core values and then live those out on a daily basis will be helpful to you if that is something that you're hoping to establish or improve at your organization in terms of
your everyday life.
Yeah, truly. So yes, thank you for everyone tuning in. We appreciate all our loyal listeners and all the support. So
friends, be informed,
be inspired,
and be awesome.
Bye guys.
A Hurrdat Media Production.